them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They go to the ground.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the 1st on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense suffocating this offense. They were ready for it. Nice job getting them on the ground, making a tackle. Here we go. This offense is trying to do something.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, BYU. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the 1st down and more. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Offense set on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Yet another penalty, and it's 1st and 25. Snapped it in the shotgun. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, You already throw a pick six. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Quickly complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be a draw. Slithers into space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They are up by just one over Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Fires left. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw again. Looking to get it in. Trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. 1st down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He's got his man. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. There he goes down the right side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the law? I love the effort by the defense, trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum.
Wide open spaces. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but...
And it's in for a touchdown.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the tight end. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Gets it out fast. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll go to the toss. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This time on target. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. At the 45 on its way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice move to keep running. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
It didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on the screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
And that's why it's so important to get to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it on the move. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Dead center perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20 to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Collins. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Collins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Unloads it left. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
They'll give it to the back. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Floats it out in space. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Wants to throw. It's Buckmeyer. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. BYU now into the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Cougar! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That
breaks into the open. Touchdown.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Finds his man, it's Scott. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Graves.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Touchdown, BYU! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
He wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams and certainly